Okay, second to last, I think na method discuss natin for depreciation. That is some of the years digits method or SYD method. So SYD method. So ano yung concept behind this? Let's look at this table. So the depreciation in a particular year is equal to ito. So we're going to compute for, sorry, medyo magulo yung discussion. So first we're going to compute for the sum of the years. Say for example, the useful life of a certain property is 5 years or 10 years. So in this case, we have 5 years. So compute mo yung sum na ito. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So the sum of the digits is 15 years. So add mo yan. Okay? That's why it's called sum of the years digits. So kapag medyo marami yan, that's 1, 2, let's say for example 20 years. So medyo mahirap, medyo matagal na kapag inad mo pa yun 1 plus 2 plus 2 hanggang sa may hanggang 20. So you can just use this formula to solve for the sum of the years. So n would be the number of years, so yung useful life ganun, or economic life ng isang asset or property, physical property. Okay, so that's sum of the years. And then d sub n is the depreciation charge during the nth year. Then d sub n is equal to the depreciation factor times the total depreciation. Okay, so that is equal to dn reverse digit over sum of digits. So reverse digit over sum of digits. So gagawin natin, usually this is done in a tabular format. The solution is usually done in tabular matrix format. No? So we have number of years, i-reverse natin yan. I-reverse natin. The depreciation factor is just ito. Yung depreciation factor natin, ito. Reverse digit. So ito yon, yung reverse, year in reverse, over sum of digits. So in this case, for year 1, our depreciation factor is 5 over 15. Okay? For year 2, 4 over 15. Okay. Year 3, 3 over 15. Year 4, 2 over 15. And then year 5, 1 over 15. Those would be the depreciation factor. So that to compute for the depreciation during the year, during a specified year, that's just the product of the depreciation factor, which is the ito, and CO minus CL, the total depreciation. Okay, which is the difference between the original cost and the salvage value. Okay, so that's it. That's how we compute for the that's how SYD method is done. Okay, so let's try to illustrate this using a problem. Okay, so a structure costs 12,000 pesos new. It is estimated to have a life of 5 years with a salvage value at the end of life of 1,000. Determine the book value at the end of each year of life. So we're going to tabulate. So 5 years yung lifespan ng structure. So again, we have to have another column for the reverse order of the year. So i-reverse lang natin 1 to 5, 5 to 1. Okay. And then the depreciation during the year is computed by simply multiplying the depreciation factor, which is ito 5 over 15, that is sum of the digits is the reverse order, no, times the CO minus CL. So CO minus CL is hindi ko na naisulat ito sa may yung pala dapat i-compute natin na una. So CO minus C sub L is equal to CO natin is 12,000 minus salvage value na 1,000. So CO minus CL is 11,000. Yan yun. So ito yung depreciation natin sa year 1. depreciation sa year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. So, dito yung accumulated depreciation natin. So, i-add lang natin. Okay, so 3,667 plus 2,933. By the way, these values are rounded sa nearest na whole number. So, may decimal actually yan, pero ni-round ko na-round na lang sa sa nearest na whole number para mas madali mag-compute. Okay? Importante alam natin yung idea or concept behind the application of this particular method. So 3,000, in-add lang natin to. So then add mo lang ito, add yan na. So 3,667, i-add mo to, magiging 6,600. Add mo yan, magiging 8,800. Add mo ito, magiging 10,267 plus 730, that would be 11,000. So equal dapat yan dun sa CO minus CL natin. Okay? 11,000 siya. So the book value is computed by simply subtracting yung original cost. Original cost natin is 12,000 pesos minus 3,667. So ang book value natin at the end of the first year is 8,333. Okay. And then ito naman, so original cost minus DN minus 6,600. Ito yung ating book value at the end of the second year. So original cost minus 8,800. Ito yung book value natin na at the end of the third year. So original cost natin na 12,000 minus 10,267. We have 1,733 na book value natin at the end of the fourth year. And then at the end of the fifth year, we already have the salvage value na 1,000 pesos. So that's how we do it, yung sum of the years method. So very simple lang yung method, ano. I don't know which is simpler, the straight line method or sum of the years digits method. Okay, let's have another example for this particular method. Problem number 2. A new machine costs 8 million pesos, has a useful life of 10 years, and can be sold for, parang this is similar dun sa problem natin sa straight line method and sa sinking fund method. Similar ba? Or this is the same actually? I think this is the same. Yeah, a new machine costs 8 million pesos, has a useful life of 10 years, and can be sold for 750,000 pesos at the end of its useful life. It is expected that 250,000 pesos will be spent to dismantle and remove the machine at the end of its useful life. Construct a depreciation schedule using a sum of the years digits method for this machine. So let us solve first, na hindi ko naman na kwento. Sige, nandiyan na yung solution. Usually delete ko yan so that I can write it. Pero I forgot to delete it in this part of problem. Anyway, nandiyan naman na. So I just explain it. So sum of the years natin to compute for sum of the years. So add na lang natin. Ito yung table. You can add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. Or you can just use this formula to solve for the sum of the years, and that is 55 years. No? So n natin is 10 plus 1 over 2, that is 55 years. Okay, then compute for the total depreciation. Okay, so we have CL natin, if you can still remember, CL natin is 750,000 minus yung amount that will be spent for dismantling and removal of the machine. That's 250,000. Okay, ito na yun. No, yung CL natin. So CO natin is 8 million minus, this is actually 500 ba to? Forgot. Basta ito yung, so this is actually 500,000, no? So we have 750,000 CO minus CL, and that would be our basis to solve for the depreciation for each year. So again, we need the years in reverse order, and years in reverse order. So we have to compute for the depreciation on the first year. We have 10 over 55, yung sum of the years, times ito, total depreciation natin. That would be the depreciation for this particular year. And of course, that should be equal to since first year pa lang naman yan, that should be equal to the accumulated depreciation for that particular year. And the book value is computed by simply, again, subtracting the original cost, which is 8 million, and the accumulated depreciation. So 8 million minus this, that will give us this value. Okay? Next, you can compute for the depreciation on the second year. So, ang depreciation factor natin is 9. Since second year na, that's 9 over 55 times the total depreciation. And then, compute for the book value at the end of the second year by simply subtracting yung 8 million and itong accumulated. So, saan nakuha yung accumulated? That is yung depreciation on the first year plus yung depreciation on the second year. Okay? And then, yung accumulated depreciation on the third year, that's depreciation on the second year plus depreciation on the third year. So, pag-addin mo lang yan. So, ito equals yan. So, ganyan yung procedure natin. Okay? Pag-compute ng accumulated depreciation. I-add mo lang to, yan na. Add yan. So, to compute for the book value is to subtract, let's say for example, sa fourth year, so ito yung accumulated natin, subtract mo lang yung 8 million original cost and this accumulated depreciation. This would be our book value at the end of the fourth year. So, ganun lang kasimple mag-solve na using the sum of the years digits. So, at the end, yung accumulated dapat at the end of 10 years should be equal to itong total depreciation natin. 750,000, 7,500,000 I should say. 700,500,000. So, pag inad natin yung salvage value na 500,000, that would be equal to our original cost na 8 million pesos. So, that is sum of the years digits method. Okay? So, any questions? So, if you have questions, you may raise your questions on the comments section or in our group chat. Okay, let's have the last method. Last na ba yung method na on a separate video?